Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Sunday, September 26th, at 8:12 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 560 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Extended interview with Turkish president on Face the Nation. Extended interview with Republican Senator Tim Scott on Face the Nation. Extended interview with Australian Prime Minister on Face the Nation. Michael Cohen advises Mary Trump on how to make her uncle's $100 million lawsuit backfire. China's one-child policy left at least 1 million bereaved parents childless and alone in old age, with no one to take care of them. A gangster standing trial for murder was shot dead in a courtroom by two rivals disguised as lawyers, say police. Woman, toddler dead after suspicious fall at San Diego Padres Petco Park. New York police seize illegal vans that were advertised on Airbnb as a cheap glamping experience for $100 a night. A 25-year-old who had to get a double lung transplant due to COVID-19 said his lungs look like chewed-up pieces of bubble gum. I traveled to Iceland as a vaccinated American and the entry and exit process was tedious, but easy if you understand the rules. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Pelosi says infrastructure bill will pass this week, but the vote may be delayed, CNBC. Swiss appear set to back marriage equality in referendum, CNN. 3 dead, 50 injured, many questions after Amtrak train derails in Montana, USA Today. Roy Jones Jr. breaks down Joshua Usyk, rematch, says no to Usyk Fury, bad left hook. La Palma volcano, eruption intensifies as rivers of lava continue to flow toward sea live, Global News. Gurman, iPhone 14 to feature a complete redesign 9-to-5 Mac. If you're looking for a hotel deal, it might pay to wait until the last minute, CNBC. Chloe x Halle take over the stage with duet Global Citizen Live, Global Citizen. Israel braces for Hamas rockets from Gaza after deadly West Bank raids, the Jerusalem Post. A 25-year-old who had to get a double lung transplant due to COVID-19 said his lungs look like chewed-up pieces of bubble gum, Yahoo, Voices. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Trump rally crowd turns against Mark Zuckerberg, chants lock him up. Here's how Joe Manchin's state stands to benefit from the legislation he's blocking. Trump admin scientist complained election stuff overrode COVID concerns, report. Multiple injuries after Amtrak train derails in Montana. Former Arizona AG slams grifter cyber ninjas in botched vote audit. Trump says only hurdle to 2024 run would be a bad call from a doctor. What we know about missing Arizona geologist Daniel Robinson. Alaska officials on the hunt for aggressive otter group after attacks. Federal judge suspends New York City's vaccine mandate for teachers. Britney Spears' father hired surveillance that captured bedroom audio, documentary. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Armed man arrested after school evacuated. Experts teach how to respond to active shooter. Virus rule change may reduce student quarantines. Plaza Art Fair returns for 90th year. Workers walk out at factory, unsafe conditions. ATV thief gets stuck in river to pair. Driver flees after crashing into diner. Michigan State University temporarily closes dining hall to public. Campaign seeks to connect people with treatment. Police searching for missing teenager. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, the New York Times. Amtrak derailment, at least 50 hurt in Montana, official says. Swiss voters approve law allowing same-sex marriages. Germany votes in an election that doesn't include Angela Merkel. A journey through Merkel's Germany, affluent, anxious and almost normal. For Schumer and Pelosi, the challenge of a career with no margin for error. Women enslaved by ISIS say they did not consent to a film about them. What do you need to know about Germany's national election? Booster shots, Germany, Britney Spears, your weekend briefing. Parallel play isn't just for kids. Why was Victor Rudanapakdi killed? The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Pelosi says Dems will pass infrastructure bill this week, can agree on reconciliation package. Trump turns up heat and attacks on top Georgia Republicans, touts pro-Trump candidates. Colts owner Jim Irsay talks difficulties with Carson Wentz, points to vax status. Washington school bus driver stabbed to death by suspect while elementary kids watched in horror, police. Georgia State coach suggests Auburn had little bit of help from SEC officiating. Abbott vows to hire horseback border agents if Biden fires them, says president in dereliction of duty. Lewis Hamilton wins record 100th F1 Grand Prix at Wet and Wild Russia race. SC law firm denounces Alex Murdaugh once again amid criminal, civil probes, he lied and he stole from us. Deshaun Watson still trying to force trade. Congressman Higgins, begs to probe legal mechanisms involved in migrant dispersal. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Sunday, September 26th. The next headlines are from the eighth most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Fears deadly spider is on the loose in Cotswold Town. Cambridge graduate was never interviewed by police when arrested for causing M25 chaos. Prince Harry lets Meghan Markle to take the lead during Global Citizen Live. Oh brother, Jeremy Corbyn is heckled by Piers Corbyn at Labour conference green event. Villagers raise $45,000 to buy back their green space after 1980s council blunder. Ambulance crashes into car waiting for fuel, as more petrol stations close. Status Quo legend Alan Lancaster dead at 72. Children of Monty Python's Terry Jones, 77, launch legal war with wife, 38, over estate. Shadow Minister hints Labour should push for UK to rejoin EU. Angela Rayner refuses to apologise for branding Tory scum. The following headlines are from the ninth most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. Taliban puts bodies of alleged kidnappers on public display, in a sign of return to harsh Islamic justice. Britain opens up visa rules as it wrestles with critical truck driver shortage. German election live updates. Germans head to polls in wide-open election to succeed Merkel. Police make significant arrest in London teacher's death. Israeli troops kill 5 Palestinians in West Bank gun battles. India's eastern coast on high alert as cyclone hits land. Haitians returning to a homeland that's far from welcoming. Airstrike kills, wounds Turkey-backed gunman in North Syria. Fuel, beer and chicken, why Britain's shortages keep coming. Japan's ruling party is picking a new leader and likely next prime minister. Here are the candidates. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's US news feed. Southampton v Wolves, Premier League, Live. Lewis Hamilton claims 100th F1 victory in Russia as Lando Norris skids off track. COVID live, more than 70 million Americans still unvaccinated, brawls more reopening of bars in Norway. Republican, police reform failed because Democrats want to defund police. Nancy Pelosi, Democrats will pass $1 trillion infrastructure deal this week. Controlling Britney Spears, film offers new details on singer's daily life under conservatorship. Man arrested over killing of London schoolteacher Sabina Nessa. Sister Sledge, Tango Finals and live art snakes, the weekend's best photos. Iceland first country in Europe to have more female than male MPs. At least 3 killed in Amtrak train derailment in Montana. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Pelosi may delay vote on Senate bipartisan infrastructure bill. What's the price of Biden's plan? Democrats drive for zero. Trump return to office would be a disaster for U.S. intel, former DHS whistleblower. Israeli troops kill 4 Palestinians in West Bank clashes. 3 dead in Amtrak train derailment. Watch, bears play together at school playground. Watch, videographer makes friends with affectionate goat. South Korea urges North to restore hotlines for any talks. Police investigate fatal fall of mother, son at ballpark. 1 killed, WSU football player hurt in shooting near campus. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. 5 Palestinians killed in Israeli West Bank raid against militants. Sudan, Ethiopian troops repelled after al-Fashqa advance. Switzerland same-sex marriage, voters set to back yes. Iceland elects Europe's first female majority parliament. Amtrak train derails in Montana, killing 3 and injuring dozens. Global Citizen Live, Ed Sheeran, Lizzo and Billie Eilish feature in 24-hour concert. Letter from Africa, the wonders of Somali cuisine and the taste of home. Nuclear weapons, explained in numbers. Rwanda genocide kingpin Thomas Bagasora dies in prison. Huawei executive Meng Wanzhou freed by Canada arrives home in China. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. 3 dead, 50 injured, many questions after Amtrak train derails in Montana. At least 3 people are dead after Amtrak train derails near Joplin, Montana. Prince Harry calls for vaccine tech to be shared at Global Citizen. Some say the COVID-19 vaccine is the mark of the beast. Is there a connection to the Bible? AP Top Stories September 25th p. Small but dangerous Sam strengthens to major hurricane, expected to continue growing. Today in history for September 26th. I don't have COVID, doctor says some COVID patients deny virus, decry vaccines from their deathbed. Gabby Petito's funeral set for Sunday, Brian Laundrie manhunt to continue in Florida wetlands. 3 bodies, including child, found in dumpster fire, Texas police say. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. The Dixie Fire threatened to pass 1 million acres, then was stopped in its tracks. Here's how. Photos, rough waves at the annual dog surfing competition in Huntington Beach. At a grim convention, California GOP seeks to regroup after bruising recall defeat. Huntington Beach police fatally shoot armed suspect on beach as U.S. Open of surfing underway nearby. As COVID infections continue to decline, L.A. County approaches 26,000 deaths. Black L.A. residents have highest COVID hospitalization rate, a deplorable reality. Crews scramble to make progress against California wildfires. 6 shot at Riverside County house party. A crowded park, worsening fire danger sparks battle, I don't feel safe there anymore. Column, Chinatown swap meets and what defines a neighborhood. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Sunday, September 26, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. UK opposition hints at wealth taxes on shareholders and landlords. Australian PM refuses to commit to phasing out fossil fuels. Swiss vote overwhelmingly for same-sex marriage, according to poll. New climate plans fall far short of limiting global warming to 1.5 C. Migration will continue as long as inequality persists, Haiti PM tells UN General Assembly. Iraq orders arrests of ministry official and tribal leader who urged Israel ties. Ukrainian lawmakers pass law on oligarchs after assassination attempt. UK says it has seen ships breaching North Korea sanctions. Behave normally, UK Transport Minister tells Britons queuing for fuel. Swiss Theme approving same-sex marriage in referendum. China's Xi warns of grim Taiwan situation in letter to opposition. German election 2021, polls open in race to succeed Angela Merkel. Mexico urges Haitians at US-Mexico border to give up and head south. The next headlines are from Forbes. Pelosi says it's self-evident reconciliation spending will be less than $3.5 trillion. Indiana Fever must build on season of small victories to get back to playoffs. What should Stephen Donziger's sentence for criminal contempt be? Evergrande is not a systemic risk, politicians are the only risk to the system. Latest setback for Evergrande, new energy vehicle unit scraps Shanghai listing plan. Netflix's Squid Game Season 2 not a sure thing, says director. NFL Week 3 picks, schedule, odds, betting trends and predictions against the spread. Why Jaylen Brown looks ready to lead the 2021-2022 Boston Celtics. Liberty CEO Chris Wright is happy to talk about ESG and electric fracking. Demon Slayer Season 2 finally has an actual 2021 release date. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,734,023,821 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Tequila tap Sardinia Emlada, Adam Art for Sorry 2, Taste Buddies exclusive. RD France boards Lev Ulcer's cartoon forum. Wow, animated musical Samuel. Paul Simon surprise caps off inspiring New York edition of Global Citizen Festival. Tom Felton says he's officially on the mend after medical incident at celebrity golf match. Daniel Craig talks almost turning down James Bond, his successor and Roger Mitchell in new interview. Progress made in diversity of casting, but still far to go, Finnish Film Affair panelists say. Katrina Brox heads to convent in the Great Silence, starring Christine Puget Thorpe. The spookiest horror movies to stream on Paramount Plus this Halloween. Romanian film Blue Moon takes top prize at San Sebastian Fest, as Jessica Chastain wins for performance. The Witcher renewed for Season 3, expands universe with new projects. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Polls are open in Germany as voters look ahead to who should lead after Angela Merkel. Early results show Swiss voters approving same-sex marriage in nationwide referendum. Israeli troops kill 5 Palestinian gunmen in a sweeping crackdown against Hamas. Afghans are among thousands of migrants hoping to reach Europe via Serbia. California enacts new measures to handle housing shortage. Weight training isn't such a heavy lift. Here are 7 reasons why you should try it. They found it, the long-lost album by Zambia's president, We Shall Fight AIDS. Photos, they give to others even though they barely have enough to feed their family. At least 3 killed in Amtrak derailment. A passenger attempted to rush the cockpit in a violent incident on a JetBlue flight. The following headlines are from the week. The United States has a port problem. Good riddance, Angela Merkel. 5 scathingly funny cartoons about Biden's mounting crises. Extreme weather hits insurance premiums. Fighting questions from within at Facebook. COVID-19 booster discussions have led to a communications crisis and non-stop phone calls. China may have just strengthened its bargaining position through hostage diplomacy. Taliban foot soldiers warned against taking selfies with leaders because of security concerns. Just how much are 2020 U.S. election conspiracies affecting Germany's own vote? Nancy Pelosi may be facing her biggest challenge as Speaker. The next headlines are from Universe Today. A tiny, inexpensive satellite will be studying the atmospheres of hot Jupiters. Astronomers find a giant cavity in space, hollowed out by an ancient supernova. These are the news headlines for today, Sunday, September 26th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the 3rd most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Einstein's most famous equation, E equals mc2. Sounds of space, jingle, pluck and hum. Saturn from Earth, 2004 to 2015. Moon, Aldebaran, Pleiades late night September 25 to 27. The next news is from Politico. What the German election could mean for European health policy. Hive blog, Germany's election. German election, the essential guide. Merkel says Germany's future at stake as she warns of swing to the left. Pelosi says infrastructure bill will pass this week, but hedges on timing. Turkish president defiant about turning to Russia for defense needs. Texas governor, 2 border patrol agents under investigation. I will hire you. At least 3 dead in Amtrak train derailment in Montana. What if 2020 was just a rehearsal? The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Kerr scores twice as Chelsea outclass Manchester United. Hamilton wins Russian Grand Prix to claim 100th Formula One victory. Letting loved ones visit elderly must be priority. Steve Coogan shines in the case of Stephen Lawrence. From the archives, 1981, Parramatta, The Power and the Glory. It's a $50 billion a year export industry. How long until Coles Rivers of gold run dry? Your daily horoscope for Monday, September 27th. The latest illustrations from artist Michael Lunig. Best of Cartoons, September 27th, 2021. Best of Cartoons, September 26th, 2021. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Newswatch, market analysts cannot agree on where stocks are going next, so double-check the data before you buy or sell. Brett Aarons is raw, hoping to use your IRA to start your own business? Think again, says new bill. Outside the box, 3 questions to answer before you make a career change. Newswatch, market analysts cannot agree on where stocks are going next, so double-check the data before you buy or sell. Mutual Funds Weekly, these money and investing tips can help you build a portfolio for all seasons. Crypto, why the debut of tipping Bitcoin on Twitter isn't just about tipping. Project Syndicate, green capitalism cannot avert a climate catastrophe. Facebook safety exec to face Senate panel next week over teens' mental health. Outside the box, are you switching careers? Keep this in mind when you get discouraged. What's worth streaming? Here's everything coming to Netflix in October 2021, and what's leaving. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. WAC enforces patents against competitors. Irrigation and Green Industry Magazine. Irrigation and Green Industry Magazine. Phenomenal San Diego women in business. The San Diego Union Tribune. Erdogan, Turkey to make Technofest an international brand. TRT World. The critical importance of data at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Interview with Scott Beliveau, Branch Chief of Advanced Analytics, USPTO, Forbes. The next headlines are from Quartz. What if Facebook is lying to its own oversight board? Africa Innovators 2021, Kenya's free Netflix and chill, fintech for solar. Weekend Brief, the Evergrande correction. The following headlines are from TechDirt. This week in TechDirt history, September 19th-25th. Italy vows to bring entire government to bear to oppose Croatian Prosek trademark. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Dalvin Cook. Valentina Shevchenko. Nick Diaz. Kayvon Pope. Real Madrid. Tennessee vs. Florida. NC State football. Stranger Things Season 4. Dog the Bounty Hunter. Arkansas football. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Arctic oil and gas production reportedly booming despite climate concerns. Central Intelligence Agency was ready to wage gun battle in London streets against Russian operative to kill or snatch Assange, bombshell report claims. Dallas Cowboys star La'el Collins suspended after allegedly attempting to bribe NFL drug testers. China to plunge in the power crunch as looming Evergrande default sends shockwaves through financial sector, media. Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua produced a gripping battle, but the Brits' demand for a rematch does not capture the imagination. No one has the right to say that they're useless. Combat Queen Shevchenko defends UFC ring girls after Khabib criticism, video. Iceland's ruling coalition retains power as women win majority of seats in parliament for first time in European history. Plenty more subs in the sea. AUKUS nuclear deal could end up pushing Russia and China closer together but dividing Europe. UK Labour leader says it's not right to claim only women have cervixes. True Warriors, UFC standout Volkanovski heralded as he survives submission scares to defeat Ortega in thrilling bout, video. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. CDC not changing definition of fully vaccinated, for now, Walensky. Pelosi plays chicken with House progressives, schedules 3 votes for next week that must pass. Changes in markets happen slowly, then all at once. German elections, a guide to election night and beyond. At least 3 dead, dozens injured after Amtrak train derails in Montana. UK has 10 days to save Christmas, retail sector warns. The Great Game moves on. Gazprom, we're not withholding gas to Europe. Shock ruling by Italy court overturns mafia verdicts rooted in 1990s reign of terror. 30 facts you need to know, a COVID crib sheet. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Hamilton wins 100th Formula One race with victory in Russian GP. Sea level rise, can we stop it? Women win majority of seats in Iceland's election. Palestinian MP Khalid Jarrah released from Israeli prison. Sudan thwarts Ethiopian incursion amid protests in East. Hundreds of Tunisians protest President Said's power grab. Pakistani FM, was Pakistan a safe haven for the Taliban? Erdogan, Turkey could buy more Russian S-400s despite U.S. warnings. Lebanese voice concerns and mixed emotions on new government. Lebanon, what life is like in a failed state. The next headlines are from Breitbart. DHS Chief Mayorkas, Haitian migrant crisis is nothing new. Police investigate suspicious fatal fall of mother, 2-year-old son at San Diego's Petco Park. Run Herschel Run, former football great gets raucous response in first campaign speech at GA Trump rally. Mayorkas, approximately 12,000 Haitian migrants released into U.S., could be even higher. UN warned by Vatican, extreme weather events due to decades of inaction. Ohio State linebacker leaves scheme, tweets FCC Ohio State from locker room. Pelosi, self-evident $3.5 trillion reconciliation number will come down. Report, 24 shot Friday into Saturday night in Mayor Lori Lightfoot's Chicago. Oregon law takes effect requiring guns to be locked in the home. Gavin Newsom rewards statue destroyers by signing bill to replace Junipero Serra with native monument. The following headlines are from Earth Files, updates on Earth and astronomical mysteries. La Palma Airport closes September 25th as volcano cone collapses and eruptions and new cracks intensify. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. A family treasure scattered in the street and a good Samaritan who cared enough to act. Mesmerizing aerial photos are winners in the 2021 Drone Photo Awards. Look. This week's inspiring horoscopes from Rob Bresney's Free Will Astrology. Conservation groups celebrate dam removal on Green River, restoring health of fish and humans after 70 years. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Sunday, September 26th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Only in Florida, police officer takes selfie with alligator stuck in storm drain. India to replace ambulance sirens with traditional flute and tabla music. Extinction of indigenous languages leads to loss of exclusive knowledge about medicinal plants. Mangoes that look like apples and taste like bananas. Afghanistan's Taliban warn foot soldiers, behave, and stop taking selfies. University students in Toronto can soon take a new class about Drake. William Shatner's going to space on Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin rocket ship. Taekwondo, ending child marriage in Zimbabwe, one kick at a time. Ukrainian army's decision to make female soldiers march in high heels sparks backlash. Bear spray and ventilation system forces evacuation at Williston, VT, hotel. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Become a full-stack Java programmer with this top-to-bottom bootcamp learning package. How China's ban on sissy men is impacting big tech. This portable battery station and solar panel are the power backup every homeowner needs at almost $500 off. AIs could become war junkies, and experts are worried. Boston Dynamics Spot robot will boldly go where humans shouldn't, and make work safer. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Sunday, September 26th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA releases interactive graphic novel First Woman. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. One dead, one hospitalized in Salt Lake City shooting. Explosive first quarter helps number 15 buy survive frustrating game against USF. Summit County parents want COVID-19 precautions in schools to extend to childcare. J.S. Kaufman, science alone cannot heal a sick society. Utah football got the win it needed, but fumbles, injuries and other problems are mounting. Gordon Munson, great promise cuts through a dark cloud hanging over Bayou football. Congratulations, Utah, you found a way to make Facebook worse, George Pyle writes. Letter, Americans being sacrificed to appease Trump. Letter, welcome to the regressive Republicans' new old America. Letter, KUTV fails to take responsibility for its own lack of reporting on missing Indigenous women. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Scientists find hormone that allows seeds to germinate in low water conditions. After 47 years, U.S. power company abandons still unfinished $6 billion nuclear power plant. Facing post-Brexit petrol shortage, UK issues emergency visas for EU truck drivers. 26,000 and counting, America is installing hundreds more Bitcoin ATMs each week. Void Miss battles week-long sustained DDoS 4 ransom attack. 110,000 affected by Epic breach, including those who trusted Epic to hide their identity. Can antimatter be generated in a lab? 6,000 evacuated after volcanic lava flow spreads on Spanish island. What happened when Germany tried to fight online hate speech? Linus Torv American League Division Series recognizes Linux's true 30th anniversary date. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. St. Louis City SC helps unveil futsal court in Dutchtown. Living in a war zone, St. Louis woman launching grieving up after her grandson was robbed, killed in 2020. St. Louis Blues announce 5-year extension with GM Doug Armstrong. St. Louis Cardinals set franchise record with 15th straight win. Fox Files, suspect charged with murder of St. Louis man could be released due to trial delays. Budweiser offering $1.40 drafts this weekend near Busch Stadium. Illinois State Police investigate homicide, shooting that happened Friday. Emu loose in DeSoto, Missouri, police seek help contacting owner. Illinois woman killed after striking tractor-trailer on I-70 Saturday. Card sweep DH from Cubs, tie franchise record with 14th consecutive win. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Gabby Petito Memorial Service to be held on Long Island. What a tragic situation, Padres fans react to deadly fall at Petco Park. Salmonella outbreak from unidentified source expands to 29 states. San Diego County reports 744 new COVID-19 cases, 5 more deaths. Mother, child dead in fall from Petco Park Concourse dining area, SDPD. Wrong way driver on I-5 triggers multi-car crash. Rural East County residents ordered to boil water after positive E. coli test. Gun buyback event draws line of resident handing over firearms. Man stabbed in fight at Balboa Park. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Boeing to open a combat drone factory in Australia. India inks deal with Airbus for 56 C-295 tactical airlifters. Canadian CF-188S intercept Russian Su-24 attack aircraft over the Black Sea. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Sunday, September 26, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Overnight fire displaces 7 in San Francisco's Mission District. Over 20 million Americans say Biden is illegitimate, survey finds. Quitting smoking leads to people eating more junk food, study. These are the best pumpkin patches in the U.S. End of an era, popular East Bay store closing for good this weekend. It was a nightmare. Afghan family arrives to the Bay Area. Live stream, Gabby Petito Memorial. At least 3 dead, multiple injured after Amtrak train derails in Montana. Walmart scrapping layaway, offering buy now, pay later program instead. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. 8 year of committed exercise in middle age reversed worrisome heart stiffness. Study, pandemic tied to vision issues seen in Chinese children. Scabies burrow into skin, cause extreme itch. Bullet fired outside hits Chicago paramedics hat inside ER. This date in baseball. Broadway hopes to razzle-dazzle past pandemic at Sunday's Tony Awards. Today's The Funeral. Arlington Park reaches finish line as fans say goodbye to Illinois Grand Racing Palace. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. New Flip Your Trip initiative designed to ease traffic to and from West Seattle. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Mindel 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Orange alert for Tropical Cyclone Dulab 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Sam 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Drought is ongoing in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Iraq, Iran, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Cameroon, Nigeria. Drought is ongoing in Angola. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Democratic Republic of Congo. Drought is ongoing in Canada, United States. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Sunday, September 26th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. 6 cyclists hit in Waller County, 1 flown to Houston with head trauma, sheriff's office says. Funeral for fallen HPD officer to be held Monday. Texas Longhorns football star signs endorsement deal with popular barbecue spot. Harris County Sheriff's deputy hurt in crash involving horse on Beltway 8. Amber alert canceled for Central Texas 7-year-old girl, man connected to case dead. Abduction suspect dead in head-on crash, 7-year-old victim hospitalized. Blue Mass celebrated in honor of first responders in the greater Houston area. Search continues for Houston woman who has been missing for weeks. Man shot to death in jealous rage shooting at Southwest Houston hotel. Another nice day, but change is on the way. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Rowdy celebrations erupt in Norway as COVID restrictions end. After captivity, Nigerian students seek overseas education. Baltimore street artist Reed Moore is wired for success. Marine, wife in Virginia aid Afghan linguist seeking asylum. U.S. has enough COVID-19 vaccines for boosters, kids shots. The latest, despite flub, Laschet's German votes will count. UK Labour politician defends calling government scum. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Extra, full self-driving just doesn't sound like a good idea. City faces another temporary restraining order on vaccination mandate for school employees. Harlem district leader gets special election nod for state senate seat vacated by current lieutenant governor. Actor Michael K. Williams died of accidental drug overdose, medical examiner says. Photos, Gov Bowl returns with Billie Eilish, Leon Bridges and many fans. Eric Adams' plan to create 25,000 supportive housing units is doable, but hurdles lie ahead, say experts. Hospitals, nursing homes prepare for resignations and layoffs with vaccine deadline looming. Interview, the Star Trek fandom lives long and prospers at Ticonderoga. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Overwhelmed by old challenges, Caribbean leaders say COVID-19 has forced a new battle for the survival of their nations. Humanity remains unacceptably close to nuclear annihilation, says UN Chief on International Day. Goodness is the best medicine for the world's ills, says Holy See official. As crises pile up in the Sahel, Malian leader says it's time to consider more robust mandate for UN mission. Pacific nations appeal for solidarity to combat COVID-19 and climate change. Russia calls for concerted efforts to follow purposes and principles of UN Charter. Prime Minister Modi spotlights India's role as a reliable, democratic global partner. Sudan striving for common goal of peace, prosperity, freedom and justice. St. Vincent's Prime Minister urges world to rise collectively and combat today's challenges. Haitian Prime Minister, as long as there is inequality, migration will continue. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Panic hoarding gasoline begins as UK plunges towards winter of discontent. New report on predictive policing shows how new tech is giving us little more than the same old racism. How big corporations and Bill Gates took over the UN Food Summit. Kidnapping, assassination and a London shootout, inside the CIA's secret war plans against WikiLeaks. Academia is establishing a permanent surveillance bureaucracy that will soon govern the rest of the country. Hundreds of thousands more in federal dollars allocated for second COVID vaccine lottery in Ohio that targets ages 12-25. Jenner and the Speckled Monster, the true history of smallpox. 3,000 NYC teachers asked for vaccination exemptions, union says. Efforts to spread Trump-Russia hoax went beyond FBI, Central Intelligence Agency to Senate. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Yes, The Conjuring House is up for sale at $1.2 million. Yes, a twin sequel is in the works. Yes, turkey dinner candy corn is a real thing. Confusion, misinformation surround Texas abortion law. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Prince William bullied Harry and Meghan out of royal family, Andrew Morton book says. Nobody illuminates everyday reality better than Shakespeare. OMG, I want to rent that house, Marrakesh, Morocco. Eau Claire cancels all those quaint Wisconsin cheese-curd cliches. Broadway star Kelly O'Hara, theater needs a reckoning on Me Too and racism. Forget the meteor, we should be talking about biblical rape culture in the Sodom story. Super Mario's maddening mystery, are Wario and Luigi even Italian? The bombshell that blew up 2 lesbian moms loving nuclear family. There is no better transition buy than a versatile cashmere mock-neck mini sweater dress for $99. One thing will save us from these suicidal lunatics, mandates. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Jim Irsay, harder to depend on unvaccinated players like Carson Wentz. Billie Eilish interrupts Governor's Ball performance to call out security. Stream it or skip it, Curse of the Chippendales on Discovery Plus, about the 80s rise of the male strip club and its murderous dark side. Mayorkas admits 12,000 Haitians released in U.S. and more could follow. Kavya Gruber and Jacob Elordi make red carpet debut. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Eco-friendly construction material mass timber gains traction. Spanish volcano eruption shuts down local airport and displaces thousands. CDC chief expands COVID booster shot recommendation. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Florida prosecutors to seek death penalty for former Marine accused of killing 4. Crime junkie host Ashley Flowers lights a fire under cold cases with new nonprofit. At least 3 killed, more injured as Amtrak train derails in Montana. Hurricane Sam becomes major hurricane, forecasted to continue growing. China releases 2 Canadian men from prison, PM Trudeau says. Woman makes bomb threat at boyfriend's workplace so she could spend time with him, cops. School bus driver stabbed to death in front of students in Washington state. Former California pastor sentenced to 14 years in prison over $33 fraud scheme. Haiti's leader to UN, migration won't end unless inequality does. The following headlines are from military.com. A female soldier at Fort Bliss said she was assaulted by a group of male Afghan refugees, officials say. VA Medical Center near Helena to open beds to non-veterans. Biden hosts Indo-Pacific leaders as China concerns grow. Marine Corps Marathon moved online for second straight year amid coronavirus pandemic. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Jurors weigh complex racketeering case against R. Kelly in New York as the superstar singer awaits his legal fate. I will be back soon, Chicago police officer says over radio after shot in leg. Officer is one of 14 wounded since Friday night. Man, 31, held without bail after shot fired at CPD officer in Rogers Park. 1 dead, at least 4 wounded in city shooting Saturday, police say. Man older held on $75,000 bail after being accused of carjacking Amazon delivery truck. Man accused of robbing high school students on CTA train, ordered held on $50,000 bail. A gun was stolen from a small shop in Wisconsin. Officials have linked it to 27 shootings in Chicago. Arlington International Racecourse, history of one of the world's most beautiful racetracks. Man wounded in shooting on CTA bus in Irving Park. State yanks Sherman Hospital's level II trauma standing in wake of anesthesiologist shortage at the Elgin facility. The following headlines are from FIS.org. California fights fire with fire to protect giant sequoias. Volcanic ash cloud closes La Palma Airport, new vent emerges. Zoo Miami, orangutan dies following dental surgery. Flight scrapped as new volcanic eruptions hit Canaries. Guatemala's Fuego volcano quiets after eruption. More than 3,000 shark fins confiscated in Colombia. Researchers develop new method for detecting superfluid motion. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Sunday, September 26th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Best Delta 8 tinctures, top 10 brands and buyer's guide. Legos in the lab. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Alaphilippe wins back-to-back world titles. Kontaveit defeats Sakari 6-2, 7-5 at Ostrava Open Final. Hamilton wins 100th F1 race to take lead over Verstappen. Behind the scenes of Goodwill, the first name in second-hand stores. Donation do's and don'ts, plus busting some Goodwill myths. U.S. has enough COVID-19 vaccines for boosters, kids shots. SMU's Dykes apologizes to TCU over post-game flag scuffle. Dybala off injured as Juventus labors to 3-2 win over Samp. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. 5 places to see fall color without ever having to leave California. Sponsored, the 2021 Chevy Blazer RS Rally Sport SUV. Sponsored, Autopia, 2022 Mitsubishi Eclipse improves but little SUV still struggles. 2 killed, 4 wounded in Oakland shootings. Local high school students merit recognition. Milpitas community briefs for the week of October 1st. Saratoga Bar banks on its good reputation after almost 50 years. San Jose community briefs for the week of October 1st. Nonprofit seeks more reading partners for local students. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Mayorkas, investigation into border agents will be fair despite Biden's vow that people will pay. Border chaos reverberates deep in America's heartland. Turkish president to defy U.S., buy more Russian-made missile defense systems. Texas newspaper updates viral border incident, it was not an actual whip. Abortion laws on Down syndrome hit the courts. After Arizona, election audits become a GOP rallying cry for 2022 races. Trump keeps stolen election case alive at Georgia rally, claims vindication from Arizona audit. Biden risks losing support from Democrats amid D.C. gridlock. Herschel Walker debuts Senate campaign around pro-America agenda. Panel OK's Dems $3.5 trillion bill, crunch time for Biden agenda. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Federal prison switch to scanning mail is a surveillance nightmare. $3.5 trillion for the Build Back Better agenda is much, much less money than you think. One bill in Texas legislature would ease extreme heat in Texas prisons, another makes it worse. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Sunday, September 26, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Woman shot while sleeping in apartment in South Shore. Chicago outdoors, fishing rod firefighters, Fredbear on respect, Goldfinch afield, hours per Chinook. 5 killed, Chicago police officer, fire paramedic among 35 others wounded in Chicago shooting since Friday evening. 6 shot in East Garfield Park. Dear Abby, after more than 30 years, I'm still sad husband said no to a church wedding. Trial of former Northwestern professor accused of Grizzly River North murder expected to start Monday. 17-year-old among 2 wounded in Little Village shooting. Paramedic grazed by gunshot while working on patient at Stroger Hospital. 1 killed, 1 wounded on near West Side. Horoscope for Sunday, September 26, 2021. Teen fatally shot in West Elsden. The next headlines are from the Times of India. Shah urges CMs to give priority to end Naxal menace. IPL, Jadeja cameo helps Chennai beat Kolkata by 2 wickets. Yogi curates his caste bouquet in cabinet expansion. Why are flu symptoms taking longer to heal now? Rana makes it to Punjab cabinet despite opposition from Kong MLAs. Blog, do you dare seek the real you? CJI backs demand for 50% reservation for women in judiciary. IPL live score, Royal Challengers vs Mumbai Indians. 15 ministers, 7 new faces, Punjab CM Channi's new cabinet. IPL Hive, Bharat falls as Kohli leads Bangalore run charge. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Sunday, September 26, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are about world records making news. Guinness World Record for fastest solo cycling, men, Indian Army officer covers 472 kilometers distance in 34 hours, Free Press Journal. Kipchoge's world record stays intact as Bikale fades out in Berlin Marathon, Capital FM Kenya. Pune, minister felicitates Sadhara woman who set third world record in yoga, the Indian Express. What is the world record for most comments on a TikTok, Dixerto? India and Aussie's world record ODI streak, Tasmania Examiner. India women into Australia's world record 26-match winning streak in one-day internationals, Sky Sports. PM Modi salutes Divyang trekkers who conquered Siachen Glacier, made world record, Hindustan Times. India and Aussie's world record ODI streak in Thriller, Cricket.com. Anything I do, I want to be the best, Usain Bolt, The Guardian. Hopes for new Tim can phone world record at Science Festival, Sidmouth Herald. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. The Witcher has been renewed for Season 3, another anime film is on the way, and a spin-off, for kids. The Witcher Season 2 and prequel Blood Origin share peaks at Monsters and Men. New Army of Thieves trailer is heavy on robbery, light on zombies. Netflix's Cowboy Bebop invites us to jam with its jazzy opening titles. Cobra Kai Season 4 teaser reveals release date and new threats. Netflix's Sandman reveals new footage, and death would like a word. Here's how long you'll have to wait for each iPhone 13 model to ship. Stranger Things Season 4 has a new trailer, and it's ultra creepy. The apocalyptic retweets of William Gibson. Acetaminophen may be less safe during pregnancy than previously thought. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Mon in Botswana at 132.8 degrees Fahrenheit or 56 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Amundsen in Minuscott's South Pole Station at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. N64 on Switch, reading the tea leaves on future game prospects. It's not easy to control police use of tech, even with a law. The 2022 Kia Carnival is a handsome minivan, but it needs a hybrid option. A new formula may help black patients access to kidney care. He escaped the dark web's biggest bust, now he's back. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Mounting COVID death fuels school bus drivers' fears. A daily pill to treat COVID could be just months away, scientists say. Chris Wallace grills Greg Abbott for allowing 15,000 rapes before signing 6-week abortion ban. New Mexico imprisons people at a higher rate than some countries. Wisconsin state superintendent calls out Republicans' war on schools in fiery speech. Trump increasingly losing favor with Michigan Republicans who don't care who he endorses, report. Calling it payback shows it's premeditated, Unite the Right organizers go on trial for planning violence. The audit found no evidence of fraud, but Republicans say it's the smoking gun they wanted. FDR once tried to purge disloyal Democrats, would it work for Biden to do the same? Republicans hammered by the WSJ for catering to Trump's ravings about election fraud. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. The most important question on Earth, how soon will China quit coal? How a mysterious Russian businessman got his picture taken with Donald Trump. A fed-up judge rips a January 6 defendant, you've disgraced this country. Trump pressure Texas Governor Greg Abbott to keep up the election audit. Abbott caved. Joe Biden is down to tax the richest of the rich, Congress, not so much. Biden's pledge to WS climate aid doesn't go nearly far enough. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. How to search for life as we don't know it, Scientific American. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. Silicon Valley is searching for the fountain of youth in a bill, Yahoo News. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Sunday, September 26, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Lawmaker on a mission to compel Pentagon to take UFOs seriously. UFOs and the boundaries of science. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Sunday, September 26, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News.8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News.8. All rights reserved.